Hi, I'm Trish Da Rin. I'm at Eastern Suburbs Football Club. I have many roles, registrar, administration, NPL women's manager, under 12 manager, women's and girls coordination, lots of background administration and general, do anything I can to help the club in any way. I first became involved with the Eastern Suburbs Football Club in 2010. I remember the year because it was in January 2011 that the club was flooded. I came here because my son and my daughter played here, and my husband as well, actually, in what was then the over 35s. So yeah, back in 2010. What got me involved in football was my son started to play over at New Farm United Football Club, and I was on the school PNC and someone asked me to be involved in that club. I said yes and ended up being treasurer there for 14 years. I'm involved with East for a few reasons, but I do get a lot of satisfaction out of being involved in a community club. Like any volunteer that you'll ask, I think at any community club, seeing kids playing team sport is one of the best parts about it. I may be known as a bit of a voice for women and girls football in Brisbane. I've really enjoyed being involved with the girls and the women. They're quite inspiring to watch, and it's been really rewarding to be part of a women and girls program here at East. I feel to be loyal to a club for a long period of time, you have to have a really good supportive committee, a lot of camaraderie. You probably need a lot of fun and laughter in amongst all the hard work, and perhaps maybe a little bit of madness to keep going in drive through the exhaustion and all the hard work that it all entails. Especially recently with the worldwide pandemic, and shout out to all the volunteers at community clubs that have had to come back after we've gone through COVID-19. I think some of my best memories have been my involvement with the women's teams and the girls' teams. I particularly remember the very first grand final that I was involved in back in, I think it was 2010, with the BPL reserve women. We went to grand final. We went down 2-0 in extra time, then came back. It was 2-2 at the end of extra time, and then we went on to win the penalty shootout. The girls and I still talk about that grand final and the party that we had after that. It was really very exciting. Other favourite memories are the rebuild after the 2011 floods, and then the club suffered a big fire also a few years ago now. So we've had a bit of a decade of disasters, but a lot of triumphs as well. And now we're just dealing with the worldwide pandemic. So it's almost biblical, dealing with the flood, a fire and a pandemic all in the same decade. But yeah, a lot of good memories throughout those years. With regard to our committee has rebuilt fields and lights and made a lot of improvements at the club, so that's been really satisfying and rewarding as well.